kids are faithful YouTube watchers. They are faithful to that YouTube. They love it. They watch it all the time. They watch kids play with toys, the same toys that they have in their bedroom. And I'm like, why are you watching a kid play with a toy? Why don't you go play with your toy? And they're just like, I don't know. Well, I don't know either. Well, and you have to watch what they're watching on YouTube too, because I've caught my kids up in some stuff. They'll be watching cartoons over there, and me thinking it's just a simple cartoon, but it's like adult content. And I said, I don't know what bothers me more, the fact that you're watching that cartoon or you watching slime making videos, because then you want to make slime, and that ain't happening either. So I don't know about this whole YouTube generation. But one thing that my kids are fascinated with on YouTube is pimple popping. I'm like, why are you watching that? And they're constantly saying things like, Mom, look at this, watch this video. And I'm like, that's disgusting. Oh, she needs to get that one up in the left corner. Does she not see that giant zit in the left corner? Get that one. Why ain't she moving to that one? So then I'm totally engrossed. Within 8 seconds, I'm watching it too. I find myself sitting there watching a 28-minute video of some doctor digging blackheads out of somebody's face. And the whole time I have questions. I'm like, what are you... Okay, first off, I know some people are underprivileged. I know some people can't get to the doctor or whatever. But if you've got 588 blackheads on your face, that don't happen overnight. So my question is, how does that happen? I mean, you're at the doctor now. You're obviously being videoed. Somebody better be paying you for the torture you are receiving. But it blows my mind because I can't get my mind off of it the whole time I'm watching these videos. Like, how did we get to this point? How did we get here? And I mean, those doctors, they take little scalpel-looking things and they like cut the skin and pop those blackheads out. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? She cut him? Or they'll have this like little metal rod. They're like hollowing out and then they squeeze it out. And I'm like, daggone. I mean, that's vicious. That's torture. That's like a Saw movie. And the people are just laying there. Number one, are they sedated? And number two, are you numb? Because I'll be dipped if I'm going to lay there and let somebody dig at my face for 30 minutes and not move or try to smack somebody. I hate to be picked on. I remember when I was a kid, you go through puberty, you get pimples on your face. And buddy, my mother was the world's worst. She kept them nails filed with an Avon metal nail file to a sharp point. And you walk by her, you better not have a whitehead on your face. But if she try to pick it off there, and the next thing I know, it'd be like baby tights and a cat. And she'd smack the hell out of you and just, hold still, hold still. I mean, literally have me in a headlock trying to pop a pimple on my face. So I have PTSD from it. I'm sure I do. Most people probably do. So I don't see how those people just lay there and let that happen. But I was watching one today. It was a whole 9 minutes, and I was engrossed the whole time because I kept thinking, where on this body are you at doing this? Well, when she got done, she moved the camera back, of course, and it was a man. Well, I could tell it was a man, but it was all through here. I know she had to dig out 38 blackheads on that man's upper lip and under his nose. I thought, I know he's dead. He has got to be on a machine right now. Because I'm not even laying there and I'm dying for you, buddy. I mean, I can understand if you get something on your back. You can't see your back. But on your face, do you not know? You have to know that's going on. Which leads me to another torture device that we as women subject ourselves to. Some men may do it too, and that's okay. Is eyebrow threading. Yes, I had my first experience with this back in December, and I wish to God Gary would have taped it while it was going down, because I had never in my life experienced anything like that. I have been getting my eyebrows and upper lip waxed as long as I can remember, and I tweeze it in between waxings. I'll use the tweezer, and I handle that just fine as well. So we're walking through the mall, and Gary's like, oh, they're doing eyebrow tweezing over here, or threading. I'm sorry, eyebrow threading. And I was like, oh, I wondered about that. And he's like, you want to get it done? He was setting a trap right then. It was a trap. I was like, sure. So I go over there and I sit down, and the lady she's foreign and has a heavy accent, and she's telling me about, what she's going to do and all this and that. And I'm like, okay. And honestly, we was definitely having a communication problem there because she couldn't understand me either. So I sit down. I'm just excited to get my eyebrows threaded. I've had them waxed a million times, so how bad could this hurt? She proceeded to get 3 pieces of dental floss and play The Devil Went Down to Georgia on my face. Thought I was dying. And the worst part of it was, she was about 9, I know she was 9 months pregnant because she told me she had 4 weeks to go. But she was literally on top of me in that chair. Her pregnant belly was laying over on my arm and my boob and half my belly. And I could feel her baby kicking. Like a couple times I giggled because I was like, your baby is kicking me. And she was like, I know. I'm going to kick it back if you do this to me another second. I do not want to be on the news for punching a pregnant woman in the belly or elbowing her out of a reaction because you are vicious. She was trying to explain to me how it was so much better to have threading. It didn't damage the follicle, and I thought, you were damaging my mind. I'm going to have therapy for this. That was the worst pain I had ever experienced. No, I've had natural childbirth. Let's back that up. That was torture. It was just little, oh my gosh, if you've had it done, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Gary sat in the chair beside me, reclined back like he was a customer, and giggled the entire time. I thought, buddy, you set me up. You son of a biscuit eater, you set me up. He thought it was hilarious. By the time she got done, I was down in the bottom of that chair. My head was in the crack of the chair. And to beat it all, Gary tips this woman, big too. I just looked at him. I was like, I know you. Now, I'm all about tipping people, but I know that she didn't just put me through that torture. You sit there and laugh your butt off, and then you tipped her. And he was like, oh, honey, it's Christmas time. She was pregnant. And I'm getting ready to be your wife, or you'll sleep next to me in a bed. I'd hate for me to get on top of you and do an exorcism one night. It was a very, very intense experience for me. So I don't see all these people lay there and let them pop all them blackheads and pimples on their face. Have you all had it done? Has anybody had that done? Do they numb you? Are you sedated? Or are you just drinking alcohol the whole time? I don't know. If you get easily offended, now's the time to turn the camera off because I'm going to give a little shout out to my wine drinking peeps out there. Girls, if you've ever drank this wine, you know what I'm saying. If you haven't, go get it now. Roscato Sweet Red something. This is heaven in a bottle. This stuff is delicious. Of course, it's going to take me 3 hours to drink a glass of it. And that's perfectly okay. I'm just sip on it all evening. But it's delicious.